Hi there. Do you know what to do when it comes to retirement income and planning? Well, by the end of this video, I'll make sure you know precisely what steps to follow when it comes to doing that before you go signing on any dotted lines. My name is Michael Malone, and really for the best annuity advice and information, do be sure to subscribe to my channel here, and then also be sure to click on that notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload other new videos as well. Now, the first thing that I would share with you when it comes to retirement income and planning is that really everybody has their own unique, what I call big picture, or really big puzzle, as we kind of dig down in here a little bit. So you want to realize that, maybe you have in your mind right now kind of what that big picture looks like, or that big puzzle that you need to build out as you work through this retirement income and planning. So first and foremost, just kind of keep in your mind the idea of having that big picture or that big puzzle that you're going to build out. Now, therefore, when we keep that big picture in mind, or that big puzzle that I like to talk about, that makes it so that each one of us, including yourself, has our own little unique small pieces of a puzzle that really build out that bigger puzzle. So we can see the big puzzle, we know we want to build that big puzzle, but each one of us has all the unique puzzle pieces that go into building that puzzle. And we'll kind of talk about that a little bit further, but I want you to initially realize that, hey, I've got this big picture, this big puzzle, but I need to figure out all the different little puzzle pieces that go into that big puzzle. And by the way, if you would like to look into more uniquely for yourself that big picture, that big puzzle for you, along with all those small puzzle pieces that go into that, do feel free to click on the link down below to apply to become my client. And after you're done watching this video, I would recommend checking out the other video I created called "What Role Can Annuities Play in Your Retirement Planning?" And in that video, what you're going to find is exactly that. As you kind of look at your big picture, as you start to kind of break down the smaller pieces of that puzzle that we're going to talk about here in just a moment, that video will give you a little bit better idea, just in general, on the role that annuities may play as one of the tools that you may use in that bigger picture. And I'll include the link to that video in the description down below for you. Now, when it comes to retirement income and planning, when you're kind of looking at that bigger picture, that bigger puzzle, when you start kind of breaking that down into the small puzzle pieces, the first thing you want to do is really look at your goals. Look at the goals that you want to address in retirement, and kind of break those goals down into what your needs are. Is it a goal that you need? Is it a goal that you want? Or is it a goal that you might wish for? So kind of list and break down through what those goals are, and then really what you're doing is you're prioritizing them from there. You're prioritizing those smaller puzzle pieces. Is this a goal that I need in order to be retired? Is this a goal that I would want or like to have in my retirement? Or boy, is this a goal that I wish I could have in my retirement? So that's really kind of the first step as you start to break that bigger picture, that bigger puzzle down into its smaller puzzle pieces. Take a look at your goals and then kind of prioritize them for yourself. And next, your next step as you work through this retirement income and planning is determine the smaller pieces that are going to be needed to create the income. What income are you going to need to really address these goals? To not only address these goals, but you also want to keep in mind what we call your basic expenses. Your basic expenses, such as, say, a mortgage payment, groceries, utilities. So look at the goals that you've identified in the previous step, combine those with, say, your basic expenses, and say, what income am I going to need as I move into retirement and through the years of my retirement to really, start putting this bigger puzzle together. So now you've got some of the smaller pieces of what your goals are. You've got some of the other smaller pieces of what income am I going to need. And finally, investigate the different investment tools that are available out there to help you address the income that you're going to need to really address your goals and your basic expenses. So dig into those investment tools. And as an example, an annuity, as I mentioned in the video that I would recommend you check out when you're done here, an annuity may be one of those tools. And one of the reasons why an annuity may be one of those tools, one of those small puzzle pieces into your bigger puzzle, is that an annuity, as an example, has the ability typically to have a benefit that creates what's called guaranteed retirement income for you. So when you're looking at addressing those smaller income puzzle pieces to your overall big picture, an annuity may help you create some of those smaller pieces, help you to create some of that additional income through guaranteed retirement income. And just real quickly, what guaranteed retirement income means inside of the annuity is exactly what the words say. Once you get into retirement and you turn on the income for yourself from that annuity, that retirement income has the ability to be guaranteed for you for the rest of your retirement, for the rest of your life. No matter what the investment inside of the annuity does, you may have a benefit there that says you will have income one way or the other for the rest of your life. So when you're addressing this bigger picture and you're looking at some of those smaller puzzle pieces of the income that you need, one of the investment tools that may work along with others is an annuity because of the guaranteed retirement income. So investigate all the tools and investigate what role they can play in generating the income that you need. So now you can see how retirement income and planning really starts with that big picture, that big puzzle, but it really can be broken down and needs to be broken down into the smaller puzzle pieces that eventually you're going to put together into your own unique puzzle to have that plan when you're done. And once again, as I mentioned before, if you'd like to kind of take a look at what your bigger picture looks like in that bigger puzzle, and really determine what those small, unique puzzle pieces look like for you, do feel free to click on the link down below to apply to become my client. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up here today, and subscribe to my channel, and share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, and I hope something good happens to you out there today.